Now, this diplomatic dispute between India and Canada has been escalating step by step for the last 8 days. Though for the last couple of days, things have cooled down somewhat, at least on the Canadian side. We haven't heard Justin Trudeau speak about the India issue for the last 3 days and counting. However, India's Foreign Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, who's in the United States for the UN General Assembly, also held a public event where he addressed questions. Take a look at how, in signature style, he once again put Canada and Justin Trudeau on notice. This is one of India's most soft-spoken, most erudite ministers. But listen carefully to how Dr. S. Jaishankar lays it on the line, sets the agenda for Canada.
India has firmly asserted its stance on the global stage.
That rule makers do not subjugate rule takers. After all, rules will work only when they apply equally to all.
In the midst of an escalating diplomatic dispute with Canada, India has forthrightly expressed its views at the United Nations. Selective actions in the name of preserving territorial integrity and internal affairs not acceptable.
Nor must we countenance that political convenience determines responses to terrorism, extremism, and violence. Similarly, respect for territorial integrity and non-interference in internal affairs cannot be exercises in cherry-picking. When reality departs from the rhetoric, we must have the courage to call it out.
Canada has pointed fingers at India over the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, designated as terrorist by India.
We cannot bend the rules of state-to-state relations for political expediency, because we've seen and continue to see the extent to which democracies are under threat through various means of foreign interference.
India has made it abundantly clear that it rejects any form of diplomatic dominance in shaping international rules.
For all the talk, it is still a few nations who shape the agenda and seek to define the norms. This cannot go on indefinitely, nor will it go unchallenged. A fair, equitable, and democratic order will surely emerge once we all put our minds to it. And for a start, that means ensuring that rule makers do not subjugate rule takers. After all, rules will work only when they apply equally to all.
Canada is providing a safe haven for some of India's most wanted individuals. This includes gangsters and terrorists. During his visit to New York, the External Affairs Minister emphasized once more how India's extradition requests remain unaddressed by Canadian authorities.
You also have to appreciate, Ken, that in the last few years, Canada actually has seen a lot of organized crime, relating to, the secessionist forces, organized crime, violence, extremism. They're all very, very deeply mixed up. So, in fact, we have been, talking about specifics and information. We have actually been badgering the Canadians. We have given them a lot of information about organized crime leadership, which operates out of Canada. There are a large number of extradition requests. There are terrorist leaders who have been identified.
However, India, while rejecting Canadian allegations, remains open to examining the Nijjar case if Canada can provide substantial evidence.
One, we told the Canadians that this is not the government of India's policy. Two, we told the Canadians saying that, look, if you have something specific, if you have something relevant, let us know. We are open to looking at it. So, but to understand the context of it, in a way, because the picture is not complete without the context in a way.
India rejects any attempts at diplomatic manipulations while remaining open to dialogue and cooperation. Bureau Report, India Today.
Namaste from Bharat.